Right now, why police think a shooter opened fire at a Green Bay casino and who he was targeting.
We're tracking showers and thunderstorms throughout parts of southern Wisconsin this morning. What we could see as we move into the afternoon.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchine.
And I'm Chris Stanford. A news conference scheduled for this morning after a shooting at a casino near Green Bay left 3 dead, including the shooter.
That's when we expect to learn the names of the victims and new information out of that case. The gunman shot and killed 2 people and wounded another at the Oneida Casino in Ashwaubenon. Officers later killed the suspect. Investigators think the shooter might have worked at the casino and showed up to shoot someone who wasn't there. So he instead opened fire on his target's friends. The Wisconsin Division of Criminal Investigation is leading that case.
Members of Oneida Nation are still gathering information about the shooting at their casino. They held a news conference yesterday and announced that they'll be providing resources to employees, such as access to free counseling services. They say the Oneida Nation will focus on working toward recovery.
We're just trying to make sure we're taking a balanced approach. This has been less than 24 hours since this incident happened, and so we've done our best to pull together as the Oneida Business Committee and our senior management to make sure that we're providing our employees the best response we can at this time.
This is a horrible event during an already difficult year through the pandemic. We appreciate the support of law enforcement and our community, and we will get through this together. Thank you.
Now, this all comes on the heels of several other incidents in Wisconsin. A shooting at Roundy's distribution center in Oconomowoc left 2 dead back on March 16th. The gunman in that case also died. Then in Kenosha, 3 people were killed, 3 others injured in a shooting at the Summers House Bar back in April. A suspect has been charged in that case. Now, we will be bringing you any new developments from this morning's news conference out of Green Bay. You can catch all of those developments over on channel3000.com and on our Channel 3000 mobile app.
It is an active morning in the weather department. Chris Reese is tracking it all with Madison's certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning. I think our air conditioner just turned on, and I thought it was thunder for a second. It got a little excited. We are watching the showers and thunderstorms throughout parts of the state this morning. Most of the activity is in central and northern Wisconsin, at least early on. I expect that to change as we move into the afternoon. We've seen some showers move right through Juneau and Adams counties. Now those are out towards the north and west. Still some showers developing back towards the south and west around Platteville this morning. Now they're centered right around Dodgeville, and they'll continue to work their way towards the north and west also. Our area of low pressure is over northeastern Iowa right now. That still has to work its way on through. As the sun comes up, we still have winds out of the south providing moisture. The sun adds the instability to the atmosphere. That's likely when we will see more of those showers and thunderstorms really begin to fire on up. 62 our temperature right now. I want to show you the wind direction. That's always important. Still out of the south at 9 miles per hour. Folks, that southerly wind direction is what's going to be adding the fuel, the moisture, the instability. All those ingredients are being funneled in by a southerly wind to bring us the chance for the showers and thunderstorms today. We're at 61 in Watertown, Fond du Lac at 56, 63 for Janesville. Meanwhile, Waukesha coming in at 59. We're planning that day for you this morning, and here we are. You want to keep the umbrella on hand simply because the chance for the showers and thunderstorms is there all day long, but your best chance, that's going to arrive into the afternoon and evening. In fact, let's track that out together. This is 2 o'clock. Look at the line of showers and thunderstorms that's developed just back towards the north and the west. That slowly starts to push its way towards the south. Now we're at 6:30, and that's when the line of showers and thunderstorms is right on top of us and working its way towards the east. So between 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock is your best chance for those showers of thunderstorms to come in, and if you're going to be out during those times, that's when you're really going to want that umbrella. But by the time we get you towards 1:30 in the morning, you see a lot of those showers of thunderstorms, they've rolled on out of here at that point. 59 your high as we move into Tuesday. We're into the low 60s and upper 50s pretty much every day this week, all the way towards Saturday, and those mid-60s come back into the picture. We're going to see a lot of cloud cover this week and slight chances for rain, though I do not see a widespread rain chance other than today as we move throughout the rest of that week. First warn traffic for you. We're watching it here in the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Center. Things are all green for us on area highways. We love to see it. As you work your way over towards the Stoughton Road interchange, that is where you see a little bit of red. That's just because the traffic lights are there. Otherwise, no issues are showing up for us in Dane County. this morning.
Mr. Reese, thank you very much. And as always, for all of your local weather information on the go, be sure to download our free First Warn weather and traffic app. It's available right now in your app store.
6:04 now. Officials believe that everyone aboard a boat that capsized in San Diego has been accounted for. Authorities say 4 people were killed, though, and 24 others injured. They suspect that the boat was being used for a human smuggling operation. The boat was reported to be severely overcrowded when the incident occurred.
They don't care about the people they're exploiting. All they care about is profit. To them, these people are just commodities. So you can see that in the way they treat them.
Just last week, the Border Patrol ramped up its operation in the area to stop maritime smuggling. The person believed to be running the operation is now in custody.
Brand new video in overnight. Firefighters are looking into what caused this fire at a paper mill in Menasha. The whiting mill is abandoned. It hasn't been in operation since 2016. The city's mayor says it's a great loss to that community's history.
So Aaron Rodgers is still a Green Bay Packer this week. The team CEO says they'd like to keep it that way. Team president Mark Murphy says he's aware of Rodgers' concerns with the organization and says team officials have flown out to meet with the reigning MVP. Thursday, ESPN reported that Rodgers didn't want to return to the Packers, and then a new report out yesterday said that Rodgers wouldn't play for the team again unless they fired their general manager, Brian Gutekunst. While at the Kentucky Derby, Rodgers expressed love for the team, city, and fans. He also says, though, there is a chasm between him and management. Well, last week we showed you this video right here of Quinn Miners. He's a guard from UW-Whitewater hoping to get in the NFL. Well, his dream is coming true. He was drafted on Friday, 98th overall by the Denver Broncos. He becomes the highest drafted player now ever for UW-Whitewater and the first to be taken since 2007 when the Rams took wideout Derek Stanley in the 7th round.
There is nothing like a good Wisconsin workout to get you ready for the NFL.
I was really hoping the Packers would take him.
That would have been really cool.
So they took a couple of offensive linemen kind of around this position in the draft. No, I wish the young man well. He's got a great story to tell, and I'm sure he will represent Wisconsin well in the Mile High City.
We will be following his career for sure. 6:06 now. Stunning video out of Mississippi this morning as hundreds head to underground shelters to ride out a string of tornadoes.
And the hunt is on this morning for the Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Josh Sprider highlights their scavenger hunt coming up in the 6:08.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
They say when you come from a small town, you grow up a little different. When U.S. Cellular's founder, Roy Carlson, looked at small towns, he saw nothing but potential that deserved the best technology. Since the other guys were busy with the biggest cities, well, he'd just have to build a network there himself. Here's the thing, when you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the local neighborhood, so you make a difference.
Thanks for the hot spot.
When you go town by town, doing it different, you might even win some awards. You might even want to celebrate. But we're still far from done. You know, it's a good thing we started local. Otherwise, we might not be. A little different. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
This is a Wisconsin brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer. The beer that washes down the Oktoberfest broth. The broth that pairs with the potato salad. The potato salad that befriends the burger. The burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Starting Tuesday, the U.S. will restrict flights from India to only citizens or permanent residents.
This as a surge of COVID cases in India is getting worse. Just under 400,000 new cases were reported on Saturday. With hospitals overflowing, people are waiting hours to pick up oxygen for patients at home.
The situation is extremely grim. The system is at a brink of collapse.
There is a lockdown in Delhi right now until May 10th. India's prime minister plans to create new COVID care centers to help fight that surge.
Well, if you plan on going to the airport, keep your mask on. The TSA has extended its mask mandate until September 14th now. The original expiration date was set for next Tuesday, May 11th. More than 1.3 million people passed through TSA checkpoints Saturday. That was 10 times the amount as the same day last year. One of the best ways to protect your children's teeth is by teaching them some good oral habits from a young age.
COVID might have delayed your last dentist appointment. Consumer Reports has some advice to get back on track. Many families have delayed dental visits due to the pandemic, but dentists say precautions are in place. So pick up the phone and make an appointment.
Now is a good time to get back on track with your kids' oral health. Dental offices are following rigorous safety measures so parents can feel comfortable taking their kids to the dentist.
Pediatric dentist Dr. Runal Parmar agrees.
Everything with the pandemic, a little apprehension is normal. It's still very important to maintain good oral health. The routine checkups are important because we want to maintain that proper care and that foundation.
Cavities are the most common childhood disease. The American Academy of Pediatrics says that by age 3, 1 in 4 children will have 1 or more cavities. That's why it's important to teach our kids good oral hygiene habits from an early age.
Your child's first dental visit should be within 6 months after their first tooth erupts and no later than their first birthday, and then every 6 months after that.
It goes beyond the scope of just clean teeth. It also helps, build habits and routines for children, which also carry to other aspects of their life.
It's also important for parents to help kids maintain healthy habits at home.
Brushing twice a day, flossing. Kids are no different than adults, right? We take care of ourselves. You want to take care of their teeth.
So if you're wondering what age you can start using toothpaste, your child can use some as soon as they grow teeth, starting small, though, at the size of around a grain of rice. Well, for the first time in 13 months, the Wisconsin State Capitol will reopen to the public for the first time today. The Capitol will be open for limited hours from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and only on weekdays. Only one entrance will be open to the public. There will be no public tours, but the tour desk will be staffed for visitors to get information. Other state office buildings are still closed, though they could open for workers by this summer.
In-person commencement ceremonies will return to UW-Madison in 5 days. There will be 2 ceremonies for the class of 2021 inside Camp Randall. That'll happen on the 8th. One's for undergrads. The other is for graduate degree students. Students have to show proof of a negative COVID test or vaccination to get inside. Families and friends are going to have to watch online. And with graduation just days away, graduating seniors, they are looking ahead to their next chapter with the job search.
Last year, graduating seniors found the pandemic put a hold on their lives, making it hard to start their future careers. Though it wasn't any easier, students in the class of 2021 found the job search to be a bit different this year. Career advisors say having virtual skills, though, is something that makes these students more marketable.
I think a lot more opportunities out this year. A lot of companies have adapted their style. There's a lot more remote opportunities.
Advisors say 80% of graduating seniors already have a job lined up or are confident they will soon.
That's good news. So we have new video into our newsroom overnight of a round of tornadoes in Mississippi. The National Weather Service tweeted some warnings to folks to take shelter, indicating that it was a life-threatening situation. Destruction reported across the state last night. Damaged buildings, littered roads with downed power lines. A lot of trees were also downed. So far, no injuries or death reported.
I didn't even hear the tree. Next thing I know, I hear my mother-in-law come outside. She says everything's okay, but the tree's down, and that's supposed to be a 250-year-old live oak tree.
Officials are continuing to ask everyone there to stay off the roads so emergency personnel can clean up. Oh, yeah, they had a pretty decent round of severe weather down there, Chris. Nothing that severe expected here today, right?
No, not today. There's still severe weather potential down south. Meanwhile, here in the state of Wisconsin, we're just looking at general guard variety thunderstorms, which we really need that rain. And we've seen a lot of that for central and northern parts of the state just through the weekend. And now we're starting to see southern Wisconsin get in on the mix, especially as we go throughout today. Let's go ahead and zoom in on southern Wisconsin. We're overall dry right now, with the exception of what's happening back towards the south and west. In the meantime, we do have showers of thunderstorms up towards Stevens Point and Wausau. So we go from Chris's hometown to Leah's hometown, with where we're watching a lot of the shower and thunderstorm activity, at least for now. But I do expect that to increase as we go through time. 62 our temperature, winds out of the south at 9 miles per hour. 63 in Janesville right now. You work your way out towards Platteville. 61, 64 in Prairie du Chien. Same for our friends over in Boscobel. But I want to plan your day and really kind of break down these rain chances just a little bit. While you see the rain chance on every panel here, 7 o'clock it's isolated, lunchtime it's isolated, but 4 to 7, that's when your greatest rain chance is really going to start working its way right on into town. In fact, we're breaking this out by 48 hours. This is lunchtime. We go from probably dry to expect to get wet. That's going to take us all the way towards about dinner. Once we get beyond dinner, we keep those rain chances down. They'll likely stay on the lower side, mainly dry throughout Tuesday and into parts of Wednesday as well.
Thank you very much. 6:16 now. You have the chance to help out a great organization here in the 608 this week. Big Brothers Big Sisters is putting on a countywide scavenger hunt to benefit the largest youth mentoring organization in our area.
They could certainly use your help. So Josh Sprider is live this morning with how you can get involved. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. So over the last year, a lot of organizations across the 608 have had to adapt to the different times. And now Big Brothers Big Sisters is doing the same. And it involves getting out and exploring what our area all has to offer. It's pretty cool. Instead of our normal Bowl for Kids' Sake fundraiser this year, they're holding a county-wide scavenger hunt lasting all month long. And everyone is invited to participate. Organizers say it allows for continued social distancing due to COVID-19. You'll use a scavenger hunt app to complete missions that highlight Madison landmarks and local businesses, as well as fun challenges you can do right in your own home.
We have about 170 kids that are waiting to be introduced to a mentor. So the funds raised through this event will help us match more volunteers with kids in our community and really reduce the wait time. You know, because of the pandemic, kids have been waiting longer, and we're hoping that with the resources from this event, we can advance and really accelerate that matching process.
Morales says many of the kids have been waiting 2 or more years to be introduced to a mentor, so every dollar raised through the hunt will support their youth mentoring program, which carefully matches children with caring adult mentors and provides that ongoing support. Now, the app is super easy to use. It shows you how to create a team, do the missions, and help raise money. That hunt lasts today through May 28th, so you have all month long to complete this. You can find all the details up on channel3000.com as well. Coming up in our next half hour, you're going to hear from a big and a little about how much an event like this means to them and just how important it is for them to be able to be back out in the community together. And guys, I just looked on the website. There are already 67 teams that are signed up for the hunt. More than 200 people are already interested in this. So let's get that number raised up a little bit, and let's support Big Brothers Big Sisters of Dane County.
Yeah, let's do it. So Josh, this is an organization that not only benefits, you know, the kids, but the people who are donating their time too get a lot out of this, don't they?
Yeah, this is something that, you know, I think everyone can get out of. And what's going to be interesting when you're going to hear in our next half hour from the big and little, just how important that relationship is, and just that community aspect of that, is that these are our brothers and sisters really in our community, and we're all out there to make a difference and to kind of have that positive taste in our mouth. So you're going to hear that coming up in our next half hour. But just a really cool organization that they have going on. And I'm excited to see all these people going out and exploring all across Dane County.
Sounds like fun. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you very much, Josh. Let Josh know what inspires you. Reach out to him on social media. There is his handle right there, or via email in the 608 at wisctv.com. Happening today, Apple and Epic Games will square off in a battle that could reshape your app store. Epic, the creator of Fortnite, says Apple is a monopoly and charges excessive fees. Apple has argued its competitors like Google and Sony give app makers other options to distribute the products. The trial is expected to last most of this month. Epic has filed a separate case against Google, accusing them of illegally gouging apps through its own app store.
An astronaut capsule named Resilience will be the next to get refurbished and used for SpaceX's first private crew mission in September. 10 days ago, we showed you that takeoff for the SpaceX Dragon capsule taking off. Well, yesterday, the astronauts came home. A 9-day voyage to the International Space Station. The capsule plunged in a fiery pre-dawn splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico. Mission managers preferred daylight landings, but rough weather ruled out any daytime re-entry plans. All right, with the housing prices skyrocketing, there is a new way that builders are making houses.
And coming up in our next half hour, Chris Reese and our Time for Kids team are checking in on your kids' mental health. Stay with us.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LINX procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
Your parents spent years taking care of you, but as the years go by, it becomes your turn to take care of them. This might mean trusting a nursing home, which promises to care for them as cherished loved ones. But if the nursing home you've chosen is not keeping their promise, we can help. If your parents have been injured in a nursing home, call Habish, & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
Power Centers of Madison. Visit powercentersofmadison.com.
The flowers. That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
Hi, I'm Coach Jordan with Anytime Fitness, and I've got a question for you. What is your fitness goal? Have you been able to reach it? If not, I've got the perfect solution for you. It's our 6-week Summer Transformation Challenge. During the 6 weeks, you'll receive personal training designed for any fitness level, an easy-to-use meal plan for optimal results, and your very own coach to provide you with the accountability you need. Now is the time. Limited spots are available, so stop by Anytime Fitness to reserve yours today.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LINX procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
So this is really cool. There's a house in the Netherlands that was completely built by 3D printing technology. Look at it right here on the corner of your screen. It kind of looks futuristic, doesn't it? It's meant to kind of look like a large boulder. It's 2 bedrooms, printed in 24 parts in a factory and then assembled here on site. Grooves where the printer shuttled back and forth can clearly be seen on the walls. It kind of gives it a cool little texture. The creators of the home believe that this is going to bring some versatility and sustainability to the construction industry. This is the first of 5 homes being made with a 3D printer dubbed Project Milestone.
So we talked earlier about how this will certainly help a lack of affordable homes in the U.S. I have to say, though, I'm not sure I want my house to resemble a large boulder.
Oh, no? Why not?
I'm not really sure that's the vibe I'm going for.
No? I mean, houses are built out of stone half the time anyway, right? I mean, well, they're built out of your wood, but then they put stone facing on it.
Yeah, sure. The wood prices are absolutely through the roof these days. I saw a stat recently where lumber prices are 170% higher than they were before COVID. And it's tacking on an average of like $24,000 to the average price of a new home.
That's unbelievable.
Isn't it? And yet new housing demand is through the roof right now.
Higher than ever before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe that'll solve some problems.
I think there's a lot of interesting stuff to be to look into there for sure.
6:25 now. Chris Reese, take it away.
All right, we have a chance for some thunderstorms out there today. They're generally going to be non-severe, so it's their garden variety storms mainly this afternoon. Gusty winds and a few rumbles of thunder. We're tracking showers and thunderstorms out there now, mainly towards our north, but it's going to be a cloudy morning to start, that's for sure. 62 right now. By 12 o'clock, we'll see our shower and thunderstorm chances really start to increase. They'll take us through your dinner time hours before they subside overnight.
Thanks, Chris. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Better?
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues building and bringing stability to families through homeownership. As area families experience hardships, Habitat provides a pathway to financial security and independence. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
If you've been injured, you know what to do.
Gruber Law says, one call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all. Gruber Law Office is one call, that's all. One call, that's all. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 26 years, we are offering 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-5837. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-5837.
Hey, Tom.
Sheila. Hey, don't take losing the Anderson business personally.
I resigned it, Tom. I guess they didn't tell you about their opossum problem.
I thought it was pronounced possum.
We're tracking showers and thunderstorms over the Badger State this morning. We'll let you know when to expect those here in Madison.
And 3 people dead at a casino outside Green Bay. Why police think the shooter opened fire.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
Happy Monday. I'm Leah Lynchide. The radar is lighting up this morning. Plenty of chances for rain and some storms for your Monday. Chris Reese is tracking it all for us in your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning, Leah. These storms are expected to be overall non-severe for the southern 2/3 of the area. We have a general garden variety risk for your showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday, Wednesday, we expect both of those days to be mainly dry. But this right here, this is radar as we went back through the past 12 hours, and you see where things really began to light up throughout central Wisconsin, especially overnight and into this morning. In fact, we watched that line of thunderstorms work from central Wisconsin down towards right along the Wisconsin River, and now we're dealing with isolated showers here throughout southern parts of the state. But it's the entire eastern half of the country that's completely unsettled this morning. A couple tornado warnings right around the Nashville area. I do not expect us to see any tornado warnings as we go throughout the day. But we're at 62 degrees right now. Winds are out of the south at 9 miles per hour, folks. A focus about the wind direction, because the longer we keep those winds out of the south, the longer we're getting that moisture, that energy, and that instability pulled into our atmosphere. 63 in Janesville right now. Meanwhile, Juneau's at 55. We're at 54 in Wautoma. You see the change in wind direction where we're out of the south and east, and then you see your winds out of the north and east. Here's your frontal boundary draped right across the northern portions of the area. I expect that to push southward as we move into the afternoon. That being said, let's plan the day together. 62 this morning. We'll see isolated showers early. Your better rain chance arrives between 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock as we start to move into the afternoon. We push this into motion with Future Track. This is 1 o'clock. You see your isolated showers and thunderstorms back towards the west. Now we're at 4 o'clock. This is when I expect things to be formed into a line of showers and storms that works its way on through dinner time. Now at 6 o'clock, we're still keeping the rain on top of us. By 8 o'clock, though, it starts to move on out of here. We'll actually dry things out somewhat overnight and into your Tuesday, but we're still going to keep at least a slight chance for those showers in that forecast on Tuesday morning. Lots of cloud cover this week with the exception of Wednesday. Temperatures will be staying into the upper 50s and low 60s for those highs. It takes us until Mother's Day where we'll see our temperatures return into the mid 60s. We'll also see a chance for some afternoon and overnight showers and thunderstorms Mother's Day Sunday and into your Monday. So an early look at that weekend. It does look dry for all the moms who want to get outside. That being said, first warn traffic, things are all good for us. We are seeing your standard slowdowns at your stoplights. Highways are moving along smoothly. They are just cruising. We still have the Beltline construction, folks, so make sure you give yourself some extra time as you're down around Todd Drive and then not Janesville, not Janes County, but Rock County. You're in good shape this morning as well.
All right, thanks, Chris. Hey, you can track the storms yourself. Just download our weather app. It's free wherever you get your apps. Just do a search for WISC weather. Topping the news this morning, new information out of Brown County. The sheriff there looking for witnesses to a shooting at a casino near Green Bay.
Officers will update us on the investigation at a press conference later this morning. But here's what we know so far. The gunman killed 2 people and wounded another when he started shooting at the Radisson Hotel and Oneida Casino in Ashwaubenon on Saturday. Police later killed the suspect. We do know he was intending to shoot someone he was angry with, but that person wasn't there, so he shot at some of the victim's friends and co-workers.
Witnesses who have come forward describe the scene as chaotic and scary.
As soon as we got out, I think like a minute or 2 later, we heard gunshots, and then half of the people started sprinting.
Governor Evers will be updated on the investigation this morning. He says he is devastated to hear about the shooting. In a statement, he said, in part, "We hope and pray for those who were injured will recover and are grateful for the first responders who quickly responded to the situation." As always, News 3 Now and Channel 3000 will follow these developments out of Green Bay. You can stay on top of the latest by downloading the Channel 3000 News app in your app store.
To our coronavirus headlines this morning, and some good news in the fight against COVID. Wisconsin officially surpassing 2 million fully vaccinated people. That's about 34.5% of the state's population. More than 2.5 million people have had at least one dose. Around 30 are in the hospital this morning with the virus. The U.S. also crossing a vaccine milestone. Nearly 1/3 of the population is fully vaccinated as of this past weekend. That's more than 100 million people. COVID cases are down almost 28% over the last few weeks. That's according to Johns Hopkins University. Deaths are at their lowest count in months. And starting this week, businesses in Dane County will be able to open up to more customers. A new public health order goes into effect on Wednesday. Businesses will be able to operate at 75% indoor capacity. Indoor gatherings with food and drink can include up to 350 people. Without food and drink, 500. There is no official limit, by the way, on outdoor gatherings in Dane County.
In Milwaukee, Bucks fans had a chance to get vaccinated at a game against the Nets last night. The Milwaukee Health Department set up a vaccination clinic during the game. They hope to reach as many as 3,800 people.
We're really trying to get vaccine out to where the people are in the city of Milwaukee so we can get through this and move forward.
So again, they were hoping for about 3,800 people. 71 got a shot during the game. Roughly 41% of Milwaukee County has at least one dose. Well, you can partially blame the pandemic for the latest food shortage.
We are sorry to report chicken products like wings are getting harder to find. It's a nationwide issue. Part of the reason is the winter freeze that hit Texas and surrounding states back in February. Some chicken plants in the region had to close, causing a supply disruption. Now, at the same time, wings and other chicken products are in high demand, with Americans turning to comfort food during the pandemic.
We're getting about 2/3 of what we typically would order. There's some days our food reps will call us and they say we might not be able to get you anything.
The National Chicken Council says production is on the rise now and supplies could soon catch up to demand. A little bit of good news there. 6:36 now. Mental health is a topic often not discussed enough, but it's certainly a part of your overall well-being. That's why the Time for Kids team is using the month of May to focus on just that. Chris Reese is here with more. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning. Kids are often used to getting the annual physical or the normal checkup, but it's not common that they understand that the health of the mind and the body go hand in hand. SSM health psychologist Kathleen Hipke says it's important that this conversation begins sooner than later.
I think that the earlier we can be talking openly about mental health, the more we're modeling for kids that it's just part of health. Kids are used to going to the doctor every year for a checkup of their bodies, and one of the things we like to say is that your mind and body are connected. So we want to be able to be checking in on the health of both. So the earlier we're talking about mental health concerns and also just mental health wellness, I think it's a really important step in helping kids take care of their whole selves.
Hipke says these conversations are especially important as children go through puberty when the risk for anxiety and other mental health concerns are higher. She also says that though most kids have been resilient through the COVID-19 pandemic, there's a smaller group of children who have been affected by isolation and may need more attention as things continue to open. Now, of course, our Time for Kids Recipe for Health team is always asking what you want to hear about, so let us know what health topics you're interested in or share your family's health story with us online at ssmhealth.com/timeforkids.
Mental health, certainly an important conversation. Chris Reese, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
6:38 now. Let's take a live look outside. Things starting to brighten up outside at this hour, but you're not going to see too much sun today. Chris Reese tracking the showers and storms you could see throughout your Monday.
And how you can help out big brothers and big sisters. That's in the 608.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
It's frozen, yet it's a Coke. It's not solid, but also not a liquid. Frozen drinks from McDonald's. They're a paradox of deliciousness. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Right now at McDonald's, try our new medium frozen Coke for $1.69 or try a refreshing medium Minute Maid slushie for just $2. Download our app and pick it up curbside.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
I've spent the last 50 or so years wearing one of these masks. I've performed several thousand open heart surgeries as well as other surgeries, and I know the importance of a clean environment. It looks like the staff here at the Princeton Club does too. They've gone above and beyond. I'm Dr. Lou Bernhardt, and it's time to start exercising again.
More Americans are growing their own vegetables than ever before. At Garden Mats, we're here to help people supplement their food supply with fresh, organic vegetables. Whether you are a beginner, novice, or master gardener, Garden Mats make gardening a breeze. Spend your summers trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com and plan your garden today.
Tonight on CBS, starting at 7, when Gemma surprises Dave with wanting another baby, he worries she's forgotten how difficult a newborn is and enlists Marty's engineering skills to remind her on The Neighborhood. Bob Hart's Abishola at 7:30. At 8, it's All Rise. Then at 9, it's Bull, followed by in-depth and complete coverage of all the day's news and your certified most accurate forecast on News 3 Now at 10.
President Biden headed to Virginia this morning to try and sell his massive infrastructure plan.
Infrastructure is traditionally one of the few remaining issues Democrats and Republicans can find common ground on, but the $2 trillion price tag drawing some pretty strong opposition. Republicans argue the Biden plan is bloated, big government spending. They want the White House to negotiate on a smaller, more targeted bill.
Local research is playing a role in finding the next big breakthrough in the fight against pancreatic cancer. 2 clinical trials are going on right now at UW Hospital. They're focused on managing the disease, not curing it. The first trial studying kinds of chemotherapy and which are best tolerated by older patients with stage 4. The other examines whether a combination of chemotherapy and immunotherapy can improve patients' quality of and quantity of life.
I think there's absolutely reason to have hope, and I think the way we're treating patients and just the potential treatment options are constantly changing.
For the first time, the 5-year survival rate for pancreatic cancer has reached 10%. You know, my wife once lost her wedding ring in Lake Mendota, but at least we did not have to go through something like this.
This is pretty impressive. A North Carolina couple spent a day on a desperate dig at a landfill. It all started when Pam Smith panicked after realizing she'd thrown several rings worth thousands of dollars out with the trash. Her husband Chuck chased the garbage truck down the street, but they ended up having to dig through the landfill anyway. With the help of a determined crew, they did end up finding the rings.
Well, a happy end of that story. Would you think you would dig through trash if you lost your ring?
Well, here's my question. How does a lovely engagement or wedding ring end up in the trash in the first place?
That's a pretty big oops.
Oh my goodness,
She'd
I can't
have some
imagine.
explaining to do.
She probably has a very good reason. We just don't know it.
Well, like if you're the husband, guys, would you give your wife grief for like the rest of her life for throwing out. I can't remember that. Hey, at least I didn't throw out our wedding ring.
You know what?
No.
I don't know. That's some slippery territory. Right
As
there,
the female on the other end of that, I would allow that grief. That is fully deserved, especially if he spends hours digging through the trash to find it.
I just feel like that grief would come back at me at some point.
That's true.
They'd be like, okay, all right, well, I'm going to tease you about this thing.
There you go.
You know, I don't know.
Karma, baby.
All right, hey, we have some thunderstorms out there. No, first though, we got to get to the 608.
Don't forget about Josh.
We usually go to, sometimes we do at least. So now we're going to go to the 608. Great chance to help out a wonderful organization here in the 608 this week. Big Brothers and Big Sisters is putting on a countywide scavenger hunt to benefit the largest youth mentoring organization in the land.
Very incredible story, and we would, of course, never forget you, Josh. You're talking to both a big and a little to see what this event means, right?
Yes, yeah, we can't forget this story because it's going to be a lot of fun for all sorts of people. Of course, the pandemic took a toll on a lot of folks. For organizations like Big Brothers, Big Sisters, they were left separated for much of the last year. But a new event starting today has them getting excited to get back out into the community and explore together.
You get to experience new things and have fun, spend time with each other.
That's JT alongside his big brother Emmanuel giving us a little demonstration of what the hunt is going to look like this year. And it's as simple as a selfie with Bucky. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Dane County is shaking up its annual bowling fundraiser in response to the pandemic. Beginning today, the community is invited to sign up and use a scavenger hunt app to complete missions that highlight the Madison area. It also includes fun challenges for you to do right in your own home. Big brother Emmanuel John tells me getting to know JT has been one of the biggest honors of his life.
It's not just an opportunity to make an impact on someone else's life, it's also an opportunity for me to grow personally. As I'm helping JT is also helping me grow.
Every dollar raised through the hunt will support the Big Brothers Big Sisters Youth Mentoring Program, which carefully matches children with caring adult mentors and provides ongoing support. Here in Dane County, the organization tells me many of the 170 kids looking for mentors this morning have been waiting 2 or more years to be matched. So the hunt will definitely help them do just that. Again, everyone, not just bigs and littles, are encouraged to join in on the hunt. It runs today through May 28th, so you can do it any time that works for you and your family. All you have to do is register online, and it's as easy as following directions on a scavenger hunt app. I have all the details up right now on channel3000.com as well. Guys, Big Brothers Big Sisters gave me this cute little t-shirt, and they're encouraging everyone to, of course, join in on all of the fun. Like I mentioned last half hour, almost 70 teams are already registered, so more than 200 people have already signed up for this. So hopefully maybe we can double that number after the story this morning, but it'll be fun to see everyone getting outside now that the weather is nicer. And again, this is anything from here in Madison to Mount Horeb, all across Dane County, so you can make it as much of an excursion if you want it to be.
Fun little event for a very important organization. Josh Brighter, thank you very much.
So we do have some storms in the forecast. Any storms we saw yesterday or any we see today, for the most part, should stay pretty tame. But check out this video from just north of La Crosse in Winona, Minnesota. Jacob Griffin sent us the video. Winona saw some pretty heavy rain and some dime-sized to ping-pong ball-sized hail. Chris, are we expecting to see anything like this today?
We should not see any big hail producers out there today. There is a severe risk. Most of that's going to be towards our south, actually, as we go throughout today. So you're talking parts of Illinois, parts of the Ohio Valley, over towards Tennessee. That's where we're going to see your stronger thunderstorms. In fact, they have an enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5, for severe storms there. We zoom this in, and you see just how close that marginal risk is, that level 1 out of 5, but I do expect it to stay south of Wisconsin. For us, it is the general guard variety storms this afternoon. A couple gusty winds, a few rumbles of thunder, but again, nothing severe is expected. We're watching Doppler track out there this morning. You see a couple of showers throughout northern parts of the viewing area right now. We're dry here in the immediate Madison metro and points towards the south, but by the time we get you towards lunchtime, that's where those rain chances are going to be on the rise. There'll be be on the rise from lunch and expect to get wet all the way through dinner time. Once we get beyond dinner and towards the overnight hours, you'll see how we're probably dry. That'll take us with the lower rain chances into Tuesday and Wednesday.
Mr. Reese, thank you very much. 6:48 now. Coming up in the Sprint, police think smuggling is to blame for a capsized boat in San Diego. We'll tell you about it.
But first, we want to say happy birthday to Alice Leo, who turns 99 today.
That is a milestone. Leo, happy birthday.
3 times 33 right there.
Oh.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Make it count. Every second, every minute, every hour. Make it count. Every rep, every hit, every run. Make it count. Every victory, every defeat, every lesson. Make it all count. And when it's time to rest, well, make it count. Because tomorrow, you do it all again. The Athlete's Choice Collection with B-Fit technology, exclusively at Denver Mattress.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. A way that builds a state-of-the-art network. As a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the neighborhood, so you make a difference. Thanks for the hot spot. You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan or for checkups only. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to get your free information kit. Call now.
Keep your yard looking green this year with help from Menards Garden Center. From fertilizer to hoses, the Garden Center is the place to shop. Nature's finest thick and hardy grass seed is a quality blend that can grow almost anywhere. A 5-pound bag is just $9.99 after 11% rebate. Keep your lawn weed-free and green with Forever Green Weed and Feed. A 32-pound bag is $12.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Attic Angel is hiring CNAs. Apply today online.
.652, time for the morning sprint.
We start with the latest on a deadly boating accident in San Diego. At least 4 people are dead, several more injured after an overcrowded boat capsized off the coast. Rescuers responded Sunday morning to the overturned boat, and dozens of people tossed into the water. 29 were found in all. Police believe that boat was part of a migrant smuggling operation.
We could learn the names of the victims today of Saturday's casino shooting near Green Bay. Authorities say that a gunman shot and killed 2 people inside the Radisson Hotel and Oneida Casino. Police officers killed the shooter. The Wisconsin Department of Justice and the Brown County Sheriff are investigating.
More than 2 million Wisconsin residents are fully vaccinated against COVID this morning. 2.5 million people in the state have at least 1 dose. 30 Wisconsinites are currently in the hospital with the virus.
More than 100 million Americans are now fully vaccinated. The country passed that milestone over the weekend. According to Johns Hopkins University, COVID cases are down almost 28% over the last weeks. Deaths are at their lowest counts in months.
A demonstration in March being held in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota over the weekend in honor of Dante Wright. Former officer Kim Potter shot and killed Wright last month when she allegedly mistook her gun for her taser. She's charged with second-degree manslaughter. Protesters want to see that raised to murder.
In Elizabeth City, North Carolina, the funeral for Andrew Brown will happen today. Brown was shot and killed by a sheriff's deputy serving a search warrant at his house. Protesters and mourners gathered for a public memorial service yesterday calling for justice and transparency.
A fleet of police motorcycles and vehicles Sunday escorted the hearse carrying the body of a police officer killed in Delaware last week. Officer Keith Heacock was critically injured after an attack last weekend while responding to a fight. He died Wednesday after being taken off life support.
Madison police investigating a reported sexual assault on the UW campus. The report says a 20-year-old woman was walking on University Avenue near Mill Street when a man reached up under her dress. Anyone with information about the incident should call Madison police.
Thousands gathered over the weekend in Madrid, Spain to watch bullfighting for the first time since the pandemic started. 6,000 people were allowed in to cheer on the matadors. Everyone was wearing a mask. Most of Spain's bull rings have remained closed for the last year due to lockdown restrictions.
Cruise ships return to Galveston, Texas this weekend as the industry prepares for a possible midsummer return. It's been 14 months since passenger cruise ships have been allowed to sail. In Texas, the suspension of the cruise industry has led to a loss of 23,000 jobs and a $1.6 billion loss in wages. The CDC has told cruise lines that if more than 95% of their passengers and crew are vaccinated, the big ships can sail again in July.
New video overnight out of India where help is arriving from the U.S. 125,000 vials of the antiviral drug remdesivir have been delivered there to help Indian doctors facing the worst surge the world has seen. India reporting more than 368,000 new cases this morning. The U.S. is also sending vaccines.
An emergency shipment of the AstraZeneca vaccine now in Brazil. Only 6.5% of the country's population is fully vaccinated. They're experiencing one of the biggest case surges in South America. The COVAX program just sent 4 million doses with another 6 million to come. COVAX is a global initiative backed by the World Health Organization to get vaccines to everyone.
Trillions of cicadas are about to emerge along the East Coast and the Midwest. It's known as Brood 10. They'll be shedding their skins and partaking in a month-long mating ritual. Here's the good news. Wisconsin is not going to see a big hatch here.
Yeah, those cicadas are, I grew up with those, so I'm glad to be avoiding them this time.
Ugh.
What we won't likely be avoiding today is showers and thunderstorms. I do believe we'll actually see them falling here in southern Wisconsin. We're watching them throughout central and northern Wisconsin this morning. Some showers are already trying to develop in the south, at least early on, but it's up towards Wausau and Stevens Point, and then down around Dodgeville that we've seen the greatest shower and thunderstorm activity early on this morning. We're cloudy. We're at 62 in Madison, 61 for Platteville, 63 in Janesville, and 55 for the Dells. As you plan your day, though, temperatures warm up towards 67 with our best chance of showers and storms coming around 4 o'clock.
Have a great day, guys. Stay dry. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.